the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Charles, we've seen some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roam the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago. And last week in that victory, they were pretty good. Probably a pretty easy film session, I would imagine.
And after a performance like that, so many people think you just... show because they played well. I can just tell you from experience, after a win is when coaches come down on you harder because they want to emphasize all the mistakes that happened. Because you won, you're in a good mood, they want to bring you back to earth. Oftentimes you walk out of there and you ask your teammate, did we win last week?
So my assumption was wrong. I learned something.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try again. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They go screen with Dillon. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping to somehow They can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on fourth and goal from the 3. Drive of the ball game. The defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect rule as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about. That's all they talk about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Right back to him on first down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Stroud sets up the play action. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line. That's the end of the first.
We're scoreless after 1. Dublin with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And Stroud now to throw.
And that's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
Nico Collins
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Shamrocks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Now this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Tyrell Dodson
from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Dillon, they try the left side with him. Oh, and now some space to operate. Touchdown! A.J. Dillon. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bulls are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hurts to throw.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be...
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Tries the left side and finds Olave. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts.
Escapes the sack. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This one left side caught by Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And a huge return as he'll take this one inside the 30-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Automatic first down.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Hurts. This one finds Pierce on the out route.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Bulls will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive.
He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A great effort there. 78 yards.
And the Shamrocks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. One more go for this offense in the first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin right here in the city beautiful, Orlando, Florida, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Bailey Zappi sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there we say, so long, America. Hello, England, as we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. 35-28 the final as they win by a touchdown. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Both of these teams going through their final adjustments. It's back to football on the Emerald Isle as we go back to Brandon Godden on the River Liffey in Dublin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown!
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. So special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They're going to look to throw.
He completes it to Olave.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Finds his tight end Ingram. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
Off a big one. 43 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Stroud off the play fake.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Play action. Stroud now.
That's complete. It's Collins. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Nico Collins
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
all that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, Hurts. Slant around, he's got Dobbs.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
In motion right, Olave.
On second down, they'll run it here, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes, you're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that on the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Stroud working out of the gun. Got a man. It's Collins, complete.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
In motion right, that's Collins. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Nico Collins
From 8 yards out.
And the Shamrocks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
The try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And here comes... from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
They go play action with Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And he rifles one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Stroud will look to throw once more. And it's caught. Touchdown. Nico Collins.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Shamrocks are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Shamrocks 42, Bulls 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Play action. Here's Hurts.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long.
Hurts. Tries it left side and finds Olave.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Brooklyn.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, Paul. Face it though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride too.
Throwing is Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. Hurts. Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to shake him off.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is caught.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Dublin, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they're going the wrong way as this will drop.
Come on, set! Go! Got it, ready? Let's go! Hut, hut! Set it! Ready, ready? Ready up! Ready! Ready! Here we go, here we go! Set, go! Ready! Ready! Here we go, set! On the double! Hut! Ready, ready!
It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And we've got the Shamrocks superstar wide receiver. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Shamrocks and the Sentinels. All that and more coming up next.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start with the option.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra, next man up, since their Friday night light games in high school.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they bring out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And they will take over first and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Stroud to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Play action. Here's Stroud. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
A big play there. 42 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here's Huntley.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Fancy footwork in midfield. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take them.
There he goes, right side.
He's to the 15.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Huntley now bootlegging it.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
On the give, it's Warren.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
A handoff for Warren.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Come on.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Huntley to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the pressure gets to him again.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Play action. Stroud now. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He's across midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete, and touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Shamrocks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Huntley got his man. It's Warren. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there. 1st down. To throw, Huntley. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Huntley off of play action. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud out of the gun here. In trouble, and he's taken down. Well, let's see how the offense offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Shamrocks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. One final go for this offense here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Huntley.
Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Looking to throw here, Huntley. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. First, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend as we start into the home stretch in Week 12 of the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Final adjustments being made by both sides. We are ready for football. And for the call of the second half, we'll give it right back over to Brandon and Charles in Paris. Fellas?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. Spinning away. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
It's a big play there. And even 40 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Stroud.
The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's Stroud. Touchdown! Nico Collins.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Shamrocks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only... You mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Now Huntley.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Huntley looks to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 44-yard line.
Warren will try the right side. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Huntley.
He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3.
Here's Huntley. Complete right side to Hyatt.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here's Huntley. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 2nd and 10, here's Huntley.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ball start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Huntley now bootlegging it.
And that'll be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin with Henry.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Stroud backed up near his goal line. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
76 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Deontay Banks with it.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Huntley to throw.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Stroud sets up the play action.
He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down, Shamrocks.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
To the 49-yard line. 8 yards.
Second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down. 4-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Room here to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
119 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And the Dublin first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Dubliners, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.
Meanwhile, for Paris,
this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon.
Here we go, shot. Huh. Hold the ready. Back up. Ready. Huh. Okay, ready? Get up. Okay, break. Go. Hey. Hut, hut. Ready, set. Ready. Let's go now. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Let go. Go. Ready. On the set. Hup. Ready, break. Come on, set. Let's go. Set up. Go. Ready. Here we go. Here we go. Hot, hot. Tag. Ready. Ready, ready. Here we go, shot. Ready, ready, ready. Ready, let go. Next. Ready. Let's go now. Go. Hup. Come on, set. Got it. Ready? Hot, go. Let's go. Ready, ready. Shut up. Hot, hot.
It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we've got the Shamrocks, Burner at wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Shamrocks and the Pioneers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
With the Wasatch Mountains overlooking us, EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the capital city of Utah, Salt Lake City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Dublin Shamrocks and the Salt Lake. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Salt Lake City. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
At the 21-yard line.
he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Hey, look at this defense.
It's quite a unit. That's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
At their 48-yard line.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Pickett back to throw.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Pioneers are on the board first here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Wide open receiver complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Second and inches at the 27-yard line.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
And Stroud now to throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Shamrocks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
7-7, our score after 1. Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action.
Second down, back to Fournette.
He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
All right, I got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Pickett. This caught by Latu, the tight end.
And down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The throw over the middle taken in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. We'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Dublin 1st down.
And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 29.
Now Stroud. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 29 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Pickett's throw taken in by Sutton. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Pickett. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dublin's offense now set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. To the air on first down with Pickett.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Pickett. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started by making the long, and I mean long, trek up north to Anchorage, Alaska. And it's the Huskies who are out in front in that one. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. Jordan Love leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Deontay Hardy, a touchdown reception. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box. establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Play action. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
2 yards to go, second down.
At the 14-yard line.
Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here goes Stroud again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they saw the chance to put some points on the board.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Nico Collins from 10 yards out. And the Shamrocks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
At their own 18-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back live here now in Salt Lake City. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. And that's going to be caught by Sutton.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
His throw. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Look at this, a tight end carry. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And his kick here is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
This 2nd and 4.
At the 29-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dublin.
Throwing now is Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Stroud back to throw. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Second and 11 now. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game, but the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So for Dublin, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Ready? Here we go, shot! Let's go! Ready, ready! Ready, ready! Set! Ready? Let's go now! Let's go! Ready? Hop! Down! Ready? Come on, set! Hut! Let's go! Get up! Get up! Hut, go! Ready! Ready, ready! Here we go, here we go! Go! Got it, ready? Hot, hot! Set! Ready, ready? Set! Ready! Hot, hot! Ready up! Let go! Here we go, shot! Ready? Ready? Set, go. On the double. Ready? On the ready. Hup. Let's go now. Go. Get up. Come on, set. Let's go. Go. Get it. Hut, hut. Ready. Okay, ready.
It's week 14 of the NFL.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things.
That was first throw of the game, going to be intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Huntley off of play action. Quick throw there is incomplete. And here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. Well, the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
12 yards there and a first down.
To throw, Huntley. Open man right side is Rice. Touchdown! Rashee Rice hitting double digits. Season. And the Sentinels take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And what a big-time play there. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Oh, and that is incomplete. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, 26 yards.
And the Shamrocks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Looking to throw here, Huntley. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Hundley looks to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tyrell Dodson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Stroud off the play fake.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Myles Garrett
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Stroud looking to throw.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Sentinels.
7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on.
Huntley to throw. Throw caught there by Willis. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Huntley. Got his man. It's Warren. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Here's Huntley.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack and the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it.
This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! 14-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Here's Huntley. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Stroud now.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
That is caught, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Stroud sets up the play action.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Shamrocks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond. Goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Huntley.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Play action. Here's Stroud. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in Houston, where you see the final score there. Jared Goff leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. Jameis Winston, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Both of these teams going through their final adjustments. It's back to football on the Emerald Isle as we go back to Brandon Godden on the River Liffey in Dublin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And the half will begin with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to him on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, Huntley. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2nd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. A CD after this game. There will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January. More of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
They'll run it. Warren. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now a run with Warren. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On the run, it's Warren.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here's Warren.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Able to find Willis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw, Huntley.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Huntley's throw completed to Hyatt.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Let's go now.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Delay of game, offense.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
8 yards on the pickup.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Dubliners, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Paris,
they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.